What's up, survivors, and welcome to another episode of ARK Fjördur. Today we're going to be patrolling the volcano again in search of a very specific tame, survivors, Velonasaurs. That's right, we're going to be looking for some high-level Velonasaurs to tame today, and we're going to be using them for a very specific purpose, fighting steinbjorn. I'm thinking a Shadowmane army with a UD buff and an imprinted Velonasaur is more than enough to handle the big bear boy. If you enjoy what you see, survivors, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Let's get surviving. As far as I know, survivors, there actually aren't any R Velonasaurs here in this map, so we're going to have to tame up the regular vanilla ones. Which is totally fine by me, because Velonasaurs, R variant or not, are going to be doing crazy damage while mounted. Alrighty, survivors, took quite a while, we had to kill plenty of low levels, but here we are, we got ourselves a 140 female Velonasaur. Not gonna bother building a trap, I got a net gun with me, so we're just gonna tame it on the spot right here. I'm gonna be looking for a decent stamina and melee damage on these guys. And I know some of you are going, well, GlowCat, melee damage doesn't matter on Velonasaurs, and you'd be half right, because when you put a Velonasaur on turret mode, it does a set amount of damage, no matter how much melee it actually has. But for the steinbjorn boss fight, we won't be putting any Velonasaurs on turret mode. We're going to be riding one imprinted Velonasaur. That, combined with the fact the Shadowmanes are going to be shredding him up close, we should have a decent strategy at taking on steinbjorn. But I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, survivors. For now, let's focus on actually finding a breeding pair of Velonasaurs that'll get the job done. Alright, and she's out. I do have kibble with me this time. You can tame Velonasaurs with regular kibble. And there doesn't seem to be anything too crazy in stats on this one. Okay, there we go. We got our first Velonasaur. Let's see what we got. Okay, everything seems to be pretty much average still, but not a bad Velonasaur, all things considered. Let's see what else we can find out there, though. Okay, got a couple over here. Level 50, that's no good. Okay, 145, that's perfect, and it's a male, so we got ourselves a breeding pair. Let's go ahead and kill this one, and it's the same deal. We're going to be netting him in the spot right here. Though I am a little bit nervous now that I think about it, because the wyvern trench is literally right there, and if a wyvern comes up here, it's gonna ruin the tame and just be bad news for everybody involved, so the sooner we can get this thing knocked out and tamed up, the better. I will say this, survivors, I am pretty excited to use an imprinted Velonasaur on steinbjorn. I do eventually want to use the Andrewsarchus for something like that in the future, but unfortunately I haven't found a saddle that's good enough for anything like that yet. So for now, Tank is just gonna have to sit on the sidelines for a bit. Okay, this thing should be going out any second. There we go. Alright, let's see what we're working with on this one. Come on, high melee. Okay, this one definitely has a better start in the melee. I am thinking this one has some potential, survivors. I hear fighting. There's something going on over here, getting a little too close for comfort. Is there there's a Velonasaur. It's a 145. Those trikes are gonna kill it. Hold up. No. Yes, alright, we got him. I can't believe I didn't notice this one. It must have just spawned because it was not there when we got here. Wow, so let's start taming this one too, I guess. I will not say no to a free 145 Velonasaur. We didn't even have to look for it or anything. It was just bam. The game knew I needed Velonasaurs and it was there. Here's another 145. Man, really love when ARK gives me that luck, and then it'll do that. It'll throw a scorpion at me when I'm trying to tame something, of course. It's all good though, the nets last a while. Not quite sure how long, but they last a lot longer than the bolas. I could be using that thing a lot more, to be honest, instead of building a bunch of traps all the time. Okay, let's start getting these things tamed up, because I do not want to be here a minute longer than I have to, survivors. Give me something good. Okay, I think that's our best melee so far. Let's see what the other one's working with. Even if this one doesn't have very good stats, survivors, I'm still kind of liking that color scheme it has on. It does look pretty cool, in my opinion. And the stats are pretty lackluster on it, as I thought. I want to find at least one more Velonasaur. I have enough kibble to tame one more up, and hopefully we can get some better stats, either a good stamina or a good melee, because so far we haven't found anything too special yet. Alright, survivors, took quite a while, but we finally found another decent level Velonasaur. I figure after this one's tamed up, we can go ahead and call it quits, provided it's actually something worth taming, that is. Judging from the other day, 135s can actually be better than 150s, so hopefully we can get something good from this guy, either a stamina or a melee. And, okay, you know what? I'm just not even gonna tame it. Check it out, survivors, just as I was about to call it quits, I found this guy right here. A 150. Now, I'm not going to get my hopes up, but I cannot turn down a max level Velonasaur. Getting things tamed up over by the volcano is pretty dangerous, so to be safe, I'm going to carry him all the way over to my base and we're just going to get him tranked there. Come on, max level, give us something good. I am hoping for something good. Keep your fingers crossed, survivors. It's the moment of truth. Let's see. Okay, and it is nothing special. Okay, this 150 didn't start out with anything good, so I'm not really hoping for the best, but... Okay, alright. We did get our highest stamina out of this 150, so I will take that as a win. Alright, survivors, not a bad day at all. We got 4 pretty decent Velonasaurs tamed up. Now, they're not the best Velonasaurs. You could definitely find better ones than these, but for what we're trying to use them with, I'm thinking that we could get an imprinted baby with all the stats. It'll do its job just fine. Well, there you have it, survivors. We now have ourselves a little baby Velonasaur with all of the stats. We're gonna get this thing raised up and hopefully be able to take on steinbjorn in a couple episodes. In any case, survivors, I hope you enjoyed the episode today. If you did enjoy the episode, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And, as always, stay surviving. I will see you in the next one.